I do not understand why people would say that I have a lot of books, and by people I actually mean like my friends and my brother. Whenever I buy books, this is all the books that I have. Obviously, apart from some books that are there in the book bag and some like spread it out, these are the only books I have. And come to think of it, like given that this is my job and I have to read regularly and I love books and whatnot, I don't think it's a lot of books. Hey guys, welcome back to Live Review. I have been doing very nice. I'm sending a lot of hugs and positivity to all of you. Today's video is an exciting one. At least for me, it satisfies me on another level to make such videos. Firstly, I really like doing all of these things. It's I don't know how to explain it. What do you say it? It's like rejuvenates my soul. And secondly, if I actually get to shoot it and share it with you guys, then it's just like there is a Hindi proverb saying, whatever you call it, called Sone Pe Suhaga. This is what Sone Pe Suhaga is for me. As you must have seen in the title and thumbnail in today's video, we are going to clean the bookshelves, reset the bookshelves, share my TBR with you guys for 2023 and unhaul a few books. Let me explain why. Number one, cleaning the bookshelf. I do clean my bookshelf from time to time, once or twice a week, but I never do deep cleaning, which is why the spaces between the books are not clean, which is why you saw so much dust just now. And I thought that now that we have entered the new year and I want to reset my entire bookshelf, let's just do a little bit of deep cleaning. Number two, we come to resetting of the bookshelf. I am firstly bored of the look of my shelves at this point, and one of the best things about having books as the major decor of your room is that you can change your decor anytime you want, simply by shifting the books around. The books that have been in the back, you can bring them in the front and your room looks new. Also, because I want to set my books in a way where I am able to see the books that I have not read more prominently, because sometimes the books that I have not read get mixed up with the books that I have read and I'm never able to pay attention to them, and so I don't read them. I forget they even exist. So this time we're going to set the bookshelves in a way where I am able to see the books that I have not read and pick on them. This obviously would be a measure to not buy books unless I actually need new books, but that's not what I'm gonna do. I mean, I have to buy books. That's just how it is. Third is the TBR for 2023. I like sharing my TBR with you guys. It's just so much fun. I have made the entire list. Making the entire list itself was such a satisfying thing to do. But apart from that, I also want to share the books with you guys in case you guys want to buy similar books. Read it with me so that when I am reviewing it, we can talk about it in the comment section and discuss it. There are around 74 to 75 books in my TBR. And number four, we have unhauling of a few books. I declutter my bookshelf from time to time, 6 months to 1 year, because I like to have the books in my bookshelf that truly ignite joy within myself. This is something that I learned from The Magic of Tidying. Is that what it's called? The Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, where you are only keeping the things around you which truly give you joy. You live a decluttered life, and I like to do that in my bookshelf. Now, every single book that I buy, it's not like I always like it. So if there's a book that I don't like, if there's a book that I got pirated or whatever it is, if there is a book that I have multiple copies of, there can be many reasons as to why I do not want a book, and so I declutter my bookshelf and I unhaul it. I either donate the books to some organizations here itself, like I look for them in Ahmedabad and either donate it, or I put it on my Instagram and someone messages me and I donate the book, or sometimes I sell the books at a much lower cost on my Instagram so that you guys can buy it. Now that we are done with all of the removal of the books, it is time to set the bookshelves. I have been thinking about how I want to set the bookshelves since almost a week. I have this notebook where I write everything and I knew how to go about it, but I just could not come up with a setting. Then I asked myself a few questions. What is the reason that I'm setting my bookshelf? The major reason, apart from the fact that I want to change the way my room looks, is that I want to differentiate between the books that I have already read and the books that I want to read, which is why that is the prominent theme of me setting up my bookshelves. I have always been the kind of person who needs her books of like same size to be put together. I did not like it when books were like jig-jaggy and there is a tall book and a short book and a thin book and a fat book or whatever it is. I also usually set by genre so that I know where to go, which kind of book I want to read, and I will still try to do that this time. However, this time the priority is which books I have read, which books I have not read, and so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of zigzagness in the did I say zigzag earlier? Zigzagness in my bookshelf going on, but I am okay with a little bit of chaos in my room this time. I am learning to appreciate the beauty in chaos. Obviously, I will always love my organization, having same sizes, all of those things, but it's always nice to have a little bit of chaos around you. I will keep some shelves where the books are not by height or by alphabets or by color or by genre. They're just there to be read and already read. Now what I want to do is separate them as books that I have already read, non-fiction, books that I have not read, non-fiction, books that I have already read, fiction, books that I have not read, fiction. I think I said that right. I hope you got what I'm saying. And the fifth pile will be the books that I have to unhaul. So once all of those piles are created, it's going to be very simple for me to keep the books back up in the shelf. So let's go and create the pile. This is a book bag that I have, which has a few books in it, but I have to remove them, and I'm going to put all the books that have to be unhauled in this bag. I am scared at this point. I'm really scared now to dive into this. These are all Murakami books, and that's straight going to one of the shelves over there. I'm keeping the books that I have to unhaul on that side. This was gonna fall. I did not put nail paint yesterday because I knew my hands are gonna get dirty in all of this, but if my nail breaks, I'm gonna be really sad. Okay, we're done with non-fiction, read and not read, and I think I'm gonna set it up in the bookshelf before I will go to the fiction part. I put Taylor Jenkins' books here and Murakami's books here. They're already set now. Okay, no, actually I'm going to set the fiction books apart first, because then I also have to divide them into like genre wise. Like, who's gonna do that? I want to do fiction books first, but I'm like really tired and hungry right now. Good. I'm really confused right now. I feel like I've forgotten my entire strategy and I don't know what to do. I am overwhelmed. Are going to go in that shelf where singular authors are. We have more non-fiction books. The piles have been created, and now I just have to decide where to keep these books. The unhauling books pile is really not as big as I thought. The non-fiction books that I have already read is a huge pile. Just to think I have them mixed up. And here also, the books that I've already read, the pile is bigger than the books that I have not read. Now, apart from the fact that yes, I do need more new books, can I just say I am very proud of myself about this. What I'm gonna do is, I am gonna put all the series together, probably on one of these shelves. I am gonna put all of the like random books that I have not read, like not by genre, just like random books that I have not read over here in front of me. I'm gonna put all the books that I have read on the top shelf and in the middle shelf, and in the last three shelves I'm gonna put all of the non-fiction books. Let's go. I'm exhausted. Hello. I had had so many things to do after shooting and doing whatever I did yesterday. I still had to put all of my non-fiction books in place. I still had to edit the video that I shot yesterday and another video that is going live next week. I had to take head bath, which is a task in winters, excuse me. Last but not the least, and this may not be a task because I actually enjoy doing it, I had to put nail paint. But can I just say, I was so exhausted yesterday after doing whatever I did that all I wanted to do was curl up in the blanket, either take a good book or a good show which I repeatedly watch, nothing new, have good food and sleep. That is it. However, proud of myself because I did do all of the 4 tasks. I did edit the video. While editing the video, I saw, oh my god, I had planned everything perfectly because I knew that when I'm setting my bookshelf, I am going to get all dusty and like sweaty and my hair is going to get all sweaty, so there is no point in taking head bath before that. And I did not put nail paint also before that because I knew my nail paint was going to get ruined, and so I had decided that once I'm done with all of the setting and the editing, then I will take head bath and put fresh nail paint. But when I was looking at myself in the video editing yesterday, I don't look good. My hair looks so chipku and my nails also are not like painted. But yesterday is gone and today is here, and my room also was not looking pretty yesterday, but today is no match to yesterday. And the same with me. I have fresh nails. I put white nail paint. White nail paint is my most favorite thing in the world. However, it is very difficult to maintain. I am pretty sure once I go to the gym I'm going to ruin them, but I have them in this video, so that's enough for me. And I set all of the non-fiction books in place. Everything is done. So today my room looks pretty, I look pretty, everything is great. And now I am going to give you a mini tour of the room so that you can see where I have kept which books, blah blah blah. And then I will share my TBR for 2023. First and foremost, we have the corner section. We have all Murakami books up here, even the 2 books that I have not read. Apart from that, I have read all of the books, but I have not read the 2 thickest books, but I still kept them here because I will remember it. We have all the Paulo Coelho books here. We finally got good space to keep the radio. I wanted a designated space for this radio and we got it. We have all the Taylor Jenkins books here, and we have Khaled Hosseini, the 3 books, and Arundhati Roy's 2 books here. Then we come to this side. Over here we have all Joe Dispenza books and this yellow pop of color because all this is white. And this is a stack of book, like it has Elizabeth Gilbert, Eckhart Tolle, Om Swami, kind of like spiritual books, but I've stacked them from biggest to the smallest, and I've put this little thing on top like as a cherry on the cake, so it just looks really nice. Now because this entire thing is non-fiction, I wanted a pop of fiction in here, which is why I put the entire Harry Potter series over here. And on the top, I don't think you can see, we have all the white books that I have already read. Look at me continuously doing this. I love my nails so much. I just love white color so much, so please excuse all of this. Next up we come to the huge shelf. I'm gonna have to pick you up for a little bit. On this shelf we have all of the fiction books that I have already read. On this shelf we have all of my series put together. I have put 6 of Crows and Crooked Kingdom like on display over here, and all the series are just so put together. I love it. On this shelf we have all of the books that I have already read. On this shelf we have all of the fiction books that I have not read. Now I did put all of the books that I have not read over here, and I put these books over here, but this entire section just looks so pretty. I wanted to keep looking at it, which is why I shifted it. Also I wanted this to come on camera a lot of times, which is why I shifted it and I put this over here and the books that I have not read over here. This is the shelf where I have put the books that I have not read, and below that we have the shelf where I have put all the books that I have read. Now we move on to that wall. This shelf over here is the fiction and non-fiction books which are ongoing, or the books that I have to read next, or I'm in the middle of it and I really have to finish it. I used to keep these books down there, but now I have the space to put them together and I love it. Just look at the Law of Success. It just looks so good. And we are done. 3 things that I want to say before we move ahead to the TBR. Number 1, you know how it feels when there is a field where there's like weed and like overgrown grass and it just looks like, it just doesn't look good, and then you mow the lawn or the field and then it's like this freshly cut grass, everything is even and it looks aesthetic and pleasing and amazing and satisfying. That is the feeling that I'm getting with my room right now. I did take out all of the books that I do not like, all of the books which were not the copies, the kind of copies that I wanted, and getting rid of them gave me so much space for the new books that I want to buy and read and enjoy, and it gives so much space for the books that I do love to breathe and look good. good, and I am loving that. Number 2, I did adhere to the rule that I will mix up the genres. However, the whole, oh, it's okay if the books are not by height, or oh, it's okay if they're not perfectly fit. I hope there is a day when I am able to do it, but once I started setting the books, it just came naturally to me. So yes, even now the books are in order of height. And number 3, the whole mixing up of the genres. Like on this wall, I have all non-fiction, and in the middle there's Harry Potter. Or in that shelf, the books that I have not read, they're not separated by genres. And can I just say that is one of the best ways to set your books if you are struggling with like buying a lot of books, even if you've not completed your TBR, or you feel like, oh my god, I have nothing to read, even though you do have a lot of books. These are some things that I go through, and I feel like now the books that I want to read are in front of me, because of which it's so easy for me to just go there and pick it up instead of thinking 1,000 times about going to the shelf, looking at all of the books that I have already read, and then feeling like, oh my god, I have so many books but I have nothing to read, because there will be this one single book among a lot of books that I have not read, and then going and buying books. Now all of the books that I have not read are in one shelf. I have liberated myself from the responsibility of it being like genre wise, and it is so good. It feels so good in every way possible. So yes, I am extremely happy with how my room looks now. I love the new look. You also get ready for the new look. And now it is time for the TBR. These also include series, and when I say series, it's counted as one book and not like 3 books or 5 books. For now, let's begin with the TBR of 2023. Number 1, we have Truly Devious series. This I have been wanting to read it since so freaking long. I'm going to do it this time. Heartstopper series, I already have it. I have to vlog it, so that's going to be easy. The Inheritance Games series, this is very low on priority, even though it's number 3 over here, but it's very low on priority because it's very expensive. I don't remember who was reviewing it, but they said that if you liked Knives Out, the movie, then you will really enjoy the series, and I loved Knives Out, the movie. Number 4, we have Bell Jar. Number 5, we have the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, which I already have. Then we have the Shiva trilogy, which I already have and I'm reading currently. Then we have the 1Q84 series. I don't know how to say it. I feel like every single time I say 1Q84, someone does put it in the comment section like how it's pronounced, and when I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, that's how it's pronounced, and when I am shooting, I totally forget how it's pronounced. So you know, the 1Q84 series by Murakami. The Akutar series, again, very very low on priority because I don't think it's the kind of books that I read, but it just looks really good. Also because I am trying to dive into a new genre this year, which is like fantasy romance, YA fantasy. Last year I experimented a lot with fiction books, and I want to experiment even more. Number 9, we have Firekeeper's Daughter. The description was very very interesting, and I did not get the recommendation from someone else. I was browsing through Amazon to make a wish list, and I just found this book. Number 10, People We Meet on Vacation, and number 11, Beach Read. Both of the books are by Emily Henry, and I want to read them because I really liked Book Lovers. Number 12, Cleopatra and Frankenstein. I already have it, and I'm so beyond excited to read it. Number 13, Six of Crows duology. Already have it, very excited to read it. I also have to vlog it. Number 14, Song of Achilles. Number 15, Circe. I have both of them. I have the hardcover version. I am going to read and vlog it next month itself. Number 16, All About Love. It is there in my morning reading list. Number 17, The Goldfinch. I already have it. The reason I picked Goldfinch, and number 18 is The Secret History. The reason I picked both of these books is because 1, it's by the same author, 2, they're bestsellers, but also 3, because Goldfinch is a fat book. However, when I did get Goldfinch and I read the description of it, I love the description of it, so I'm beyond excited to read it. Number 19, Loveless. Loveless has been on my TBR since ages now. I love Radio Silence by Alice Oseman, and I want to read more of her books. I just don't prioritize it, but I will this year. Number 20, Book Thief. I have it since a long time, want to read it. Number 21, When Breath Becomes Air. I have it since a long time, really want to read it. Number 22, The Body Myth. I have already read it, love it. 23, The Snowman, already have it. 24, Horse Walks Into the Bar, already have it, already read it, it's beyond amazing. Number 25, The Fisherman, already have it. Number 26, Questions I Want to Ask You, already read it. 27, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow, I read the description and I love it. However, it is a little expensive, so I'm waiting for next month's budget or something. 28, my year of rest and relaxation. I love the cover and I read the description. It's something very different from what I have read before. Again, it's going to be an exploration, but it is definitely a priority. 29, The Mountains Sing. I've been wanting to read this book since a long time. 30th, Build Your House Around My Body. Now I think that this is a prize winner and it is already a bestseller. However, I've not seen anyone in India read it, so I don't know if it is like famous and hyped or not, because I did not get recommended by anyone to read this book. I found it on Amazon and I read the description and it seems very chilly and interesting and something very different, so I'm very excited about it. 31, The Island of Missing Trees. I have not read any other book by Elif Shafak except 40 Rules of Love, so I wanted to explore it this year. 32, Maps of Our Spectacular Bodies. This book is about how cancer is talking about the body in which it is living. The description took me out of the world. I cannot wait to read this book. 33, Life Ceremony. 34, The Scythe series. Life Ceremony is very low on priority. It's a collection of short stories, but it's supposed to be really dark and twisted. I love dark and twisted books. So. And The Scythe series, again, I read the description and I love it, but I'm gonna get only book 1 first, and if I enjoy that, then I will get the entire series. 35, A Certain Hunger. Again, a very thrilling book. 36, Earthlings. This is the story of a woman who does not believe that she's a human. She thinks that she's an alien. She's convinced that she's an alien, and now she has to act like a human being in the general world, but she is a human only. I just love the plot. I'm so excited to read it. 37, Pizza Girl. 38, The Woman in Purple Skirt. Both of these books are supposed to be thrilling. 39, The Invisible Life of Addie Laurie. I read the description, love it, though it is again expensive. 40, Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. 41, Funny You Should Ask. I love the description and the cover. 42, The Golden Couple. Oh my god, I love the blurb and description of this book. It's so me. It is so me. It's also by the same author who has written A Wife Between Us or something. I have not read that book, but I love the description of The Golden Couple. I really want to read it. 43, The Maid. I already bought it. It's a thriller. 44, The Phone Box at the End of the World. Again, I found it on Amazon. I don't know if it is famous or not, but I really love what the story, the plot of it. It's a phone box where you can go and talk to dead people. 45, I Fell in Love with Hope. This book is very hyped. It's not going to be in the What the Hype series, or it's not, I'm not going to vlog it, but I do want to read it and review it for you guys. 46, The Only Story. And 47, The Miniature. I'll never be able to say the name, just see the picture. The Only Story is by Julian Barnes. I already read The Sense of an Ending and I love that book. You guys know it, like I'm mad about it, so I wanted to read this also. And the same goes with the second book. I have read The Confession by the same author. Now I want to read this book. This book is a bestseller. The Confession was not, yet I really enjoyed The Confession. It's not like the best book that I have read in my entire life, but it does have a special place in my heart, so I want to see what the bestseller is like, because I did like the writing style. 48, The Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy series. It has 5 books in it. Again, very interesting to read. 49, The Unbearable Lightness of Being. I was going to listen to it as an audiobook, but I really like the cover and I want to read it. 50, we have Killing Commendator. I really hope that's the name. It's there up there. It's a thick book and I want to read a thick book, and I also read the description of that and it's so good. It's so good. I am going to be in a pool of Murakami when I read that book. 57, Less. It is a national bestseller, but I really want to read it. 52, Malibu Rising. 53, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. 54, Daisy Jones and the Six. 55, The Humorist. Now, all of those books are by Taylor Jenkins for the Taylor Jenkins Shelf series, and The Humorist is just a very dark book from what I have read, like the description and stuff, and I want to read it. 56 is Serpent and Dove series, which I already have the first book of it. If I like it, I will get the other 2 books. It is the story of a witch and a witch hunter, and they are forced to marry each other. And since I've read Wrath and Dawn, it's like they wanted to kill each other but they fell in love. I am craving these books so badly, and this is one of them, so I got it. 57, After I Do. 58, One True Loves. 59, Carrie Soto is Back. Again, Taylor Jenkins Shelf series. 60, Maybe in Another Life. 61, A Gentleman in Moscow. Already have it. I started reading it last year, but I had to DNF it because I had to read something else. 62, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. I already got it, already read it, I know. I love it. 63, How It Feels to Float. I already have it. Let's see how it is. 64 Shatter Me series. Simply, it's going to be a part of the Worth the Hype series because I just want to see what the hype is. It's like the entire world has read it and I've not seen one bad review of it. Like, what is going on? 65 Beautiful World, Where Are You? I read Normal People by Sally Rooney this year and in the last year, and I want to read this year. 67 Better Than the Movies. Already got it. It's supposed to be like a rom-com thing. 68 Love in the Time of Serial Killers. I don't need to say more, do I? 69 Everything I Know About Love. 70 My Dark Vanessa, another thriller. 71 You've Reached Sam, for you guys. And 72 You Made a Fool of Death, With Your Love or With Your Beauty. I have not written the full name. Now let me see how many books they are in total. 20, 21, 22, 38, 39, 40, 46, 47, 48, 58, 59, 60, 72, 73, 74, 75, 93, 94, 101, 102, 103, 104. That's 104. It's more than 100. I have 104 books on my TBR. I have read a lot of books from my TBR already, but if I do stay focused on the TBR, I think I can finish it. We will see at the end of the year if I do finish it or not. And that is it, you guys. That is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to buy one of these books and read it with me, you are welcome. I would love to discuss it with you in the comments section. Except I really hope you like the books I like and you don't like the books I don't like. It's just really fun that way. I don't like it when someone doesn't like the book that I like. It hurts me. It really hurts me. But I do understand everybody can have different taste, Anshul. It's okay. And we're all set for 2023. There is nothing more to do for 2023 now. All we have to do is read books, vlog it, make book recommendations and grow in life. That is it. I will see you guys very soon. Bye.